Welcome to Into the Mind of a Madman. You are now rocking with me, the Madman, and the conversation I would like to have with you today is, can your significant other have friends of the opposite sex? Now, I'm on record saying men and women should be able to have friends of the opposite sex, especially while within a relationship. I believe when the option is available, I believe it leads to less cheating. I believe it leads to better communication within relationships. And I'm gonna break that down to you right now. For one, to me, the relationship between man and woman is as natural as air, as breathing, as your heart beating. I believe once a person becomes of age and you start interacting with the opposite sex, I believe there's a natural kinship, a natural bond. Uh, what is it? The testosterone and the estrogen levels mixing. Once you start the mixture, it is hard to not have that anymore. So when you get into these committed relationships and they tell you you can't be friends with the opposite sex, it's like a bond that can't be broken. You see what I'm saying? And it's like you're putting yourself in a position where you're fighting your own natural feelings. And I believe a lot of people fail in that. A lot of people fail in trying to fight the natural urges of just men and women energy. So you get into a relationship, and now with this society, you go, I can only be with one woman, one man. I can only talk and pursue with them because my significant other may have an issue because the sexual chemistry of the energy. Now, what I feel like we are growing enough to acknowledge sexual energy and human enough to cart what is it? Partmentalize. We are human enough to partmentalize the energy and go, if I made a commitment to one person, I can not pursue other people sexually if that's what you want to do. Now, if you don't want to do, I don't recommend you lying and getting a relationship and saying you can do when you can't. So for me, when I got with mine and my wife, I I've always had it on the table of I'm going to have female friends. It's an energy for me that I cannot shake. I'm not willing to shake. Is just an impossible thing for me. So I would not subject myself or I would not subject myself and subject somebody else to believe I can do that. Now, with that being said, I want to say when you are having friends of the opposite sex, there should be boundaries. There has to be noted and agreed upon boundaries to how this friendship can be respectful to your actual relationship. Now, me, to be all the way honest with you, I haven't always understood the boundary parts. I haven't always lived up to the standard that will that will lead to a healthy relationship at 100%, at 100% of my committed relationship, right? Now, I'm not saying I've cheated or anything like that, but sometimes, whether it be conversations, whether it be the act of doing something, it it can lead to very much, yo, this is unacceptable, right? And I've had that. I have that. I'm not gonna say I'm trying to learn and grow from it, but it's like you, for me, with my friends, and I say this too. I've said this to my wife. I say this to other people. With me, I come with a certain level of friendship, right? I come with a certain level of, I want the freedom to to acknowledge that this is a man and woman relationship at the end of the day. This is not, I can't, what I'm trying to say is I can't treat a woman as a man just for the sake of friendship. The woman to me is still a woman. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to treat my homie friend relationships, my male homies, friends, the same way I would do a woman homie friend. See what I'm saying? So within that, I want the relationship to still be men and women because that's the energy that is for, right? And within that, I have not always shown up 100% in regards to my committed relationship. Now, like I said, there's no cheating involved. There's no cheating involved. But sometimes the boundaries of you understanding, you are showing and doing things and saying things to another woman that your woman, not to say they would break up with you for it or anything. It just don't make it, don't make it comfortable. See what I'm saying? Everything is not, oh, so egregious that, oh, you, now we can't be together, but it does make it uncomfortable. Like, yo, come on, yo, hey, you gotta come better than that. You see what I'm saying? And and what I stand on, right? What I stand on is, for whatever I've done, for whatever I've said, well, for, I'm talking about to my female friends, right? From whatever I said, from whatever I've done, from however it come off, I appreciate them because they allow me to be a man and still talk to them similar to, like, as a woman, right? You get what I'm saying? They allow me to have that. I appreciate my wife for allowing me to have that. And the reason why I think, and I said this to my wife and I said this to other people, the reason why I feel as whatever I've done for somebody else, it doesn't come back on me, right? Far as I do, say I buy a woman a birthday gift or I give her some money or whatever it is, right? Let's say that's on the table. They don't take it as, oh, I need to, oh, Brian is cheating. Brian, I need to bring this to Brian's wife to let him know he ain't he ain't a good man or whatever, whatever. The reason why, with 12 years of being in my committed relationship, why it hasn't come back on me is because the women I choose to befriend, I vet them first, and whatever. I do establish some type of rapport to where, if say I may cross the line saying or do something, whatever, or I just go by a thought in my head and I do it, and it may not be the best thing to do. You know what I'm saying? The reason why it doesn't come back on me is because they see the friendship in it, they see the genuineness in it, they see the he's not doing this to get a return on it. It's not a transactional thing. So everything I've done, and like I said, it may have, some things may have been inappropriate and crossed a boundary line of just like uncomfortability, right? And just like, damn. But it's like, all right, they'll tell me, they'll go, oh, hey, you can't, whatever, or however that go. Or my wife will, you know what I mean, will be like, hey, that's, you doing a little too much. My wife would tell you doing too much. I don't feel comfortable. You doing too much. I understand that, but I think what the women feel about me is, I think they I think they know. I feel that they know that I'm just genuine, and sometimes Brian may do some shit that he ain't supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And I wanna I wanna thank my wife. I wanna thank my friends for, like I said, for me being a man, right? Who wholeheartedly, I cannot see my life being without women in my life. Right? I just I can't. I can't lie to you. I won't lie to you and say that I can completely be with my wife and not have any female friends. I don't believe that is possible for me. But I can be better, and it is, I can be better, and it is beneficial for me to not do certain things that will make the energy, even if it's for a day or two, but never forget. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether I cross the line with my wife, whether I cross the line with a friend or whatever, we can get past it, but I understand they'll probably never forget it. And it might not be, like I said, it may not cause a, oh, we can't be friends no more. Oh, I gotta get a divorce, or we can't be together and all of that type thing. And it might not be that level of a discretion, but even for that moment, or in just the remembering of the moment, you gotta take accountability for that, and you just gotta know that um you just gotta know that you don't want that feeling. You know what I'm saying? In reverse, you know what I'm saying? But I do, for me, not but, I'm sorry for the but, period. For me, I do believe there should be a level in, not a level, there should be relationships within, it should be opposite sex relationships within everybody's relationship. Cause like I said, it's a natural feeling. It's just a energy between men and women that's always will be there. And like I said, for me, I do understand the fear because you put so much time and energy into a relationship that you don't want to make a commitment to somebody and feel like they cheated on that commitment. You get what I'm saying? And that sexual energy when you allowed to go out, like you not like your spouse allows you, but they cool with, yeah, you going out with such and such today, who's the opposite sex, you going out with them, y'all going to the movies, y'all going to eat, y'all going to some event, y'all going to, you want to feel comfortable in knowing, all right, cool, they with somebody who's cool, they with somebody who'll give them that energy, and they could still be their feminine, they could still be their masculine, that they don't have to act like the same token. I don't want my woman, my wife, to have, if she wanted a male friend, that he has to be gay. You see what I'm saying? I would want her to have a friend who's natural in who he is, who comes across as, I mean, natural as in the friendship became how the friendship developed was organic and natural. And whoever they are, if they are a heterosexual man, that she should be able to have that and it be cool with me and say, oh, go do your thing. You get what I'm saying? Oh, y'all going over here, going to do this. All right, whatever. I mean, ain't no words. See what I'm saying? And I want that. I have that to a degree. I have that to a degree. But I I I want the future couples, the future society to hopefully come across this video one day and know that the sex is natural too, but as humans, you don't have to have sex with everybody. Every everybody doesn't have to be a sexual conquest. Let's start having nice, healthy, within bounds relationships with the opposite sex. I'm for that. For me, I'm for that for my wife.